Hey guys, Ben here, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're on DARKSCAPE for one of the last moments on DARKSCAPE, as it will be closing down soon, but one of the main purposes of this video is to just generally share some general things I have about it, some ideas that could possibly, if Jagex really wanted to, they could keep a huge chunk of the community on and just generally fix up DARKSCAPE and just have a base community again with it. So at the moment the current status of DARKSCAPE is pretty poor. There's around about 30 players on the main world, there's about 13 players including me on this world, and the other 2 or 3 have about 10 players on. Now it's actually a real shame because there were a decent amount of people actually communicating and whatnot, just generally playing the game. I'm just going to quickly drag this over now. This is a picture my mate just sent me, and that was basically that was only before the announcement. That was literally only like that was like a week ago, a week or 2 ago. Before the announcement, everyone was happy, everyone was leveling up, and as you can see, there's some people in some pretty crazy gear, and actually enjoying the game and whatnot. But it's a genuine shame that people are going. And as you can see, I haven't put as much effort in as I can. And look, they've done loads of things. Apparently they've improved the combat, so it's more like pre-EOC. They've also improved bank guard, the looks of them, and just generally things were taking a slow pace. And I don't understand who actually made the decision to just drop and kind of semi-ditch DARKSCAPE. Now I went on the Reddit a little bit and I posted my own suggestions, and I was getting some feedback and some comments back, and I'm going to discuss them in this video. And if you guys want to discuss them in the comments below, feel free and I'll happily get back to you. Pros and cons, it doesn't bother me, it's just those general things. So we're going to start off by saying, apparently I've recently heard there was actually a troll invasion glitch, which was actually allowing you to keep claiming rewards or maybe get double rewards per month. So obviously you've got that to take into account, people's stats, and apparently not that many people were banned for it. The people that have actively admitted now that DARKSCAPE is closing, that people actually did that and actually got away with it. So on terms of, a lot of people have been suggesting transfer stats over to the main game RuneScape, so people have a chance to continue their accounts, because there were a lot of people. There were people that were completely maxed. I'm hearing of people that were 400 mil total experience, which is like 100-200 mil off mine, and DARKSCAPE hasn't even been out that long. It's absolutely crazy. So you might be wondering, so then they're closing it down, what are we going to get in return? You're going to pretty much get nothing apart from the account that you were using. If you've got over 10 hours playtime, they will actually give you a 3 months membership when DARKSCAPE closes down, so you can jump on normal RuneScape and try it out for yourself with updates every week. So I honestly think this will be a good suggestion for you to try. You can also hop over onto the old school servers as well if that tickles your fancy. The whole account will have a general month's membership. You'll be able to use it and do what you will with it. At least that's what I think anyway. So, how to keep DARKSCAPE semi-alive? Never announced that you were closing it, because that was the bad decision. That was the general bad decision in the first place. Apparently there's supposed to be zombies and bosses around. Jagex haven't delivered there. I have no idea. I think they've just literally given up. I really don't understand why as well. I think it's one of those things where you're at work, and work is a stressful place, and you've got loads of people moaning and complaining about it, because obviously you would. I was pretty annoyed when I found out about it, and obviously my mate's really annoyed. He's never been able to play base RuneScape. He's not been able to afford it. He's currently not got a job, but he's really been enjoying DARKSCAPE, and he's been able to jump on it and just level up manually through there. Now, so basically, on the terms of the transfer and stat server, like I said, you could do it at the rate of, obviously people have done troll invasion and maybe other bugs that have came about through DARKSCAPE, so that is the problem there altogether. So I honestly think transferring stats isn't a viable option. Although, however, if Jagex are strong enough to, or at least knowledgeable enough to be like, right, he was a bug abuser, he was a bug abuser, he was a bug abuser, right, we won't transfer those accounts over. But I don't think they will be able to do that. I don't think they have it logged down, but if they do, they could easily do that. You could literally transfer DARKSCAPE from what it is now to main game RuneScape. As you can see with Deadman mode, there's actually on the old school servers, basically you log in through that. So in this case we'd go into normal RuneScape 3, and then there'd be like, say, 2 designated DARKSCAPE worlds. These DARKSCAPE worlds could possibly be free to play, or if they were just worried completely about losing their money, and I think that's what it's all come down to. DARKSCAPE, the decision of it closing is just a money problem. So if they charge an active membership, you've got DARKSCAPE free to play, and then obviously you've got DARKSCAPE members as well. Possibly do it like that. You have to pay for membership for DARKSCAPE to get on, but then that'd kind of defeat the purpose of DARKSCAPE in the first place. So 2 base RuneScape servers. These would also follow the normal RuneScape updates as well. And alongside that, you might be wondering, well, everything they've got to implement. Well, they've not really got to implement that much. All they've got to do is they've done it before. Open world PvP areas, and these bank guards here, all they need to do is pretty much release a just a new character essentially, with a new ID, and just pretty much call it bank guard, and you've got your bank guards, you know, magic guards and whatever, and you can just stick these in these base worlds and update accordingly. That 100% could happen. I know for a fact it could happen, and if Jagex tells you otherwise, fair enough, they run the game, they own the company, but currently I work at a software development company, and I know that this is a plausible option. It's not something that's completely impossible, especially now we're in 2016, I mean, you know, come on. At the last resort, I would say at least, is to bring out a high scores table based either in the seasonal or just its own section on the RuneScape site, mainly because, you know, a lot of people have put effort into this, and if it is 100% closing down, it'd be nice for people to actually see the stats for a change. I personally tried to keep pushing for high scores, but nobody wanted it. I honestly think if high scores were implemented, PVM kills, PvP kills, general stats, I think the game would have been much more alive, and it's actually an honest shame. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments about this video. Like I say, it is a true shame, and hopefully one day DARKSCAPE will return, but I highly doubt that, and so many players have just, you know, dropped off RuneScape now, which is an honest shame, because, you know, there were loads of new people that were just generally joining the community that have never played base RuneScape before, or old school. It was a new switch up, it was that new game, and there were new people playing it. In fact, the majority of people playing it were probably just new people in the first place, because, you know, you've got your veterans that will be on normal RuneScape, old school maxing out there, as well as coming on DARKSCAPE here. The only reason my stats are pretty pants, I've played it a little bit, I was playing with my friend, like I say, he's just sent me that picture over, but yeah, you know, it's an actual shame. I've lost 1.1 mil XP, which is no, I could get that, you know, dead fast on RuneScape 3, but it's not the point. It's, you know, I've had fun on this game, and it's a true shame that it's disappearing. But anyway, you know, rest in peace, DARKSCAPE. Hopefully something can be figured out. I think Jagex have literally just been like, okay, fuck it, just literally just let it die. But yeah, so anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I say, leave a discussion below, give us a thumbs up or a dislike, whatever you want. But if you're going to dislike it, post a comment below and why, and I'll respond to you and be like, well. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.